welcome back, navigators, operators, and spotters. Guys, it's another Monday night, 7 p.m., which means we're going on another mission on Mega Mondays. Now, last week we started Mega Man X3 on the PlayStation. We kind of breezed right through it, probably because I played it the 2 episodes before for the PlayStation. No, I'm sorry, for the Super Nintendo. So, with the PlayStation experience, we're going a different route in the storyline, and we're also getting a little bit of a different experience overall because it's a different soundtrack, and they've got some new animated FMVs for each of the bosses, as well as some important scenes in the game. Overall, it's still a nice experience. Personally, if I had to choose between them, I would choose the original SNES so far. But I would have loved a version with all the SNES music, and I'm kind of torn between the sound effects and the cutscenes, because the cutscenes are lovely, honestly, personally. I love them. Excuse me. Got a power up? I'm your host, Grencye. Loops. Oh, yeah, right, the loops. Yeah, the music is mostly a miss, and they did a horrible job with the loops. Also, Dr. Light's theme, man, that is an affront. It's an atrocity compared to his original theme, so that's just upsetting. So this week, we're probably gonna have a very short episode because we're only gonna take down the Doppler lab and finish up the storyline. That might take us only an hour, but if I get my butt kicked, it'll probably take us the full 2 hours of Mega Mondays. I don't really feel too bad about making an hour-long episode, though, if it comes to that, because I gave you guys a 3-hour-long episode a few weeks ago, and this is that balance, all right? This is balance. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great week. I had a good week myself. I actually went to something called an adventure park where I overcome obstacles up in the trees because I am an active man. Whatever. I was gonna make a Mega Man joke, but I completely failed. Anyway, so there's not too much to talk about. We're ready to roll, pretty much. We're just gonna close out the X3 series, see how the PlayStation experience ends, and we're gonna see that other path and some other cool upgrades that we didn't see in the original run-through on the Super Nintendo version of the game. That's all I got left right now, so let's get right to it, I guess. I kind of hope that it's gonna be a good experience. Let's see. First things first, we gotta kill the Moonzak. There we go. Boom. There we go. Oof, that looks so much better than when I first initiated it. I hope you guys like that. Hey, CK, welcome back. Thank you for joining us once again. Another returning navigator is on the show. Thank you guys for coming. I didn't say it already, so I'm going to say it now. If you're new to the show, you can support the channel by giving me a heart tank or subscribing. If you want to follow and get some free emotes, you're allowed to do that. You can take them to whatever channel you watch elsewhere on Twitch and enjoy those. You get some premium emotes when you go for a subscription. I'm trying to work on better subscription, but my life is pretty chaotic, so I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm mostly a streamer for fun, but if it takes off, well, why not? Why not take it more seriously? I also do some voices on the side, which I need to take a little bit more seriously, because I'd really like that to take off. Anyway, there's no sound, not because I have anything muted, but because the game is not active yet. I probably shouldn't have adjusted this live, because I bet you that had an effect on the... Yes, it did! Yes, it did! Let me fix that for you, ladies and gentlemen. I am sorry about doing that live. Wow, that's really messed up. Let's put that at 0, and let's put this at 0. Boom, we're back to normal. Sorry about that. Alright, we're gonna go right back to X3 and get right back to business. And for those of you who have missed the note, we are playing Mega Man X3 off of the dang glare Mega Man X Collection for the PlayStation 2, which happened to have the Mega Man X3 game from the original PlayStation and Sega Saturn, which gives us these wonderful cutscenes. Alright, so I've got to do some more minor adjustments. Please give me a second. So I thought I had everything done, but of course I forgot some things. There we go. Alright, I'm happy with that. So you guys get a little bit of a revamp on the art and the way that the FMVs look in this game before we get into it. Those technical difficulties can cause some issues. They're not that bad. I just have OCD and I like things to be a certain way. I should have done that ahead of time, but I am always, as I said before, my life is pretty chaotic, so I'm always on a time crunch. As the 10-minute marker was winding down, I was having my second meal for the day because I live an active work life. Alright, where is my full screen? There it is. And that's the wrong thing. Alright, we're good to go. I'm not going to adjust my view anymore because if I do, it'll mess your view up. And you guys have a wonderful view right now. We'll let this opening cutscene finish through and we'll get right back to it. God, the music isn't horrible, but it's of its time. And honestly, I kind of love it. The sound effects are great. The art, I do love the art. I do love the cutscene. X going into the first armor. He did not have that skill. I just want everybody to know. Sigma in his first incarnation. With his beam saber bigger than ever. X switching to the X2 armor. Suddenly so does Sigma. I do love how crazy the cutscene is. This is not at all reflective of the game. But it's still great. And I do love the way that the Nightmare Police kind of, yeah, they have that subtle movement at the end. I don't know why that's so great, but it is. Alright, let's get to it. Continue. Blast you, Dr. Doppler. Binary Slash in the house, guys. Another returning navigator. Alright, and as we recollected, recollected from last week, we took down all 8 Mavericks, and now we're down to the boss. I think we got all the items as well. And just to refresh everyone's mind, if they weren't here last week or on the last episode, hey everyone, sorry I didn't put together an intro for this one since work and other things. Listen, life takes priority, and yeah, life can be rough, so no worries. Thank you, Binary Slash, for always being an awesome navigator. So in the previous episode of Mega Mondays, we took down these 8 Mavericks, as well as the Nightmare Police and the returning Vile Mark II. Now, we didn't just take them out, we eliminated them. In the first run of Mega Man X3 on the Super NES, we didn't kill them. We beat them, they evacuated, and then they came back to fight us again in Doctor's Lab. But this time, we hit them so hard with their weakness that they went down for good. So, there will be no God Car Machine Oyinari, and I don't expect to see Vile Mark II in this one. So let's see how it goes. Alright. Oh, I forgot how smooth this game feels. Ow. I messed up by making the screen smaller on my end. You guys can't see it this way. It looks beautiful on your end. I hope you guys enjoy it. But now I gotta try harder to see. Wait a minute. Is this the drop? Nope, this is not the drop. It's later on. Ah. We keep getting hit, but the armor's doing a good job of keeping us up. However, Gren and I have been working on something undercover of Hunter Base D. Oh, shoot! Oh, well, I screwed myself. Don't read and run, guys. You'll fall on your face. Okay. Don't worry about it. That's a fluke. That's me warming up. I'm just warming up. It's all right, guys. Ow. He says as he gets shot in the face with a missile. Woof. Gotcha. Ugh. not too much I can do about that. I'm going to be honest, the spikes kind of paralyzed me with a little bit of fear. So just the one time. I don't know why I thought that would be cool. Oh, well, I accidentally pressed to the left, didn't mean to. I mean, I did mean to, but not like as far left as I did. So, okay, I just forgot, like, yeah, we're listening to a different soundtrack, a remix soundtrack. This was not terrible. I'm gonna be honest, I don't hate it. Alright, so this is where we fought. Is this where we fought? No, we fought the same thing. This dude. I remember now. Should the setup be correct? Ideally within the frame of the classic? Gren and I are... Oh. Should the setup be correct? Ideally within the frame of the classic, Gren and I are working on the start of something incredible. X! Excuse me. Wrong person. X, I've come to help you. I'll stop the collapsing ceiling. You destroy that junk robot. He called you a junk robot, bro. Are you gonna take that? This is Rex 2000 or something like that. I do love the impending doom that the ceiling's coming, but he should add a little bit more life. A little bit. But you know what? He's taller than me. What if I never... Wouldn't he get crushed? Wouldn't he get crushed before me? X, there's an army of powerful mavericks in Dr. Doppler's lab. They've been modified by Dr. Doppler into war machines. Be careful. I'll watch my step. Thanks, Zero. I'm going to scout around. I assumed they would say ahead. I'm going to go scout around. I'll catch up later. So I do like that they are kind of like actively working together, and you like the story is like showing it happen. Even in the intro stage where they showed like Zero, they force you to play as Zero. Ow. But you save X, and you can see that they do work together in that way. I genuinely hate the OST and most sounds, but I acknowledge it's mostly nostalgia. Otherwise, it just feels fan-gamey because it's soul crunch, but also obviously not a 16-bit track. Yeah, it's because it's not a 16-bit track that I kind of respect it. I don't know what I was doing. But a lot of it sounds, like you said, fanfare-y. Well, you said fan-gamey, but it sounds like... It just has the wrong instruments on a lot of them. I can't believe I jumped up the same way. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna get that. I forgot. Do I have a charge attack that lets me get a dash, like in X2? No, right? Well, it doesn't matter. I got the dash. Alright, let's get us our veteran navigators, operators, and spotters will remember that I teased the new character in my chat, Zero Man. Alright. Kangaroo! Wait, I always forget that you have to pick it with the fire button. And thanks to Grant's stellar voice work, we've got the auto track in which Zero breaches into Mega City. Alright. Wow, their shield works well. I didn't know you couldn't hit them. I thought it would go right through their shield. It sounds mashed together very quick, and the loop point is too obvious on this track in particular. It's way obvious it was made for an album set, not this game. And no shocker, the first team meets is rough. Listen, you think the loop is way obvious on this one? You weren't paying attention in the last episode. There are periods in time where the loop is just... There's a silence. There's a literal silence. And then it starts up. It's bad. Yeah, they did a miserable job with the looping. I do believe this is the drop. I wasn't there last episode. I fell asleep. Oh, there you go. Enter this capsule, X. Install this chip to enhance all your parts. The situation should now be improved. Good luck, X. Dad, someone ruined your answering machine! And just like in the previous run-through, we have the full set, the Hyper Armor. The Hyper Armor is X3's ultimate armor. which gives us the benefit of every one of the hyper chips. And I remember explaining this in the, oh boy, in the previous episode, that it makes sense now that we're seeing a little bit more of Light being more active. He's less of an answering machine, slowly, and more of a reactionary thing, which means that he's paying attention to the things that are happening in the present. So these are not just answering machines, they're things that are analyzing what's going on. So he wasn't done creating the hyper armor. He was only able to provide us with one armor. But anyways, like I mentioned before, the next vocal chip Gren will be using should the system be able to take it and his larynx doesn't fail him, is the Black Blast of the Mighty Bay. Listen, my voice does not get affected by much. I did the Teasel voice. I don't know if you've seen that on my channel. And I did that for 4 hours. The 33-second clip took me 4 hours because I was being such a perfectionist. And that was before I knew how to work with my mic. So it's still not perfect, so I need to go back and do that again someday. So don't worry about my larynx. It's strong. But back to Dr. Light. These capsules are being more reactionary, meaning he's paying attention to the things that are happening. So the hyper chip was too strong for him to have more than one piece throughout the game, but by the time we get to the Dr. Doppler lab, we have the full armor ready for us. And he did that like, oh, well, you're going here, this is where you need to be, and this is what it needs to be. So now this is where we fought God Car Machine Oinari originally. Now we're fighting this weird acid-spewing junk machine. What happened? An error occurred? What happened? I remember that from way back. That Teasel vid nearly killed you. Dr. Light is nothing if not smart. That's press disposer. Let's see if that doesn't... Yeah, we're okay. I don't know what happened. Oh boy, this is actually harder than Oinari, because I'm not trying to take it seriously. Probably my fault. You know what? Let's try some new weapons. Okay, that didn't work. This'll work. Nope, it didn't work. Mammoth Trump with other stuff. I expected this to be the answer, because I did think of Mammoth's trunk. I'm like, I'll just chop it off. What? It just bounced right off. Oh, there we go. Tornado Fang, someone said. Yeah, this guy is an issue compared to Oinari. Isn't that hilarious? Because he's just a junk machine. Bro, he's putting me to bed. Okay, that definitely worked, but I am getting my butt kicked. Okay, that's definitely his weakness. Alright, breaking his trunk allowed... No! Well, I'm dead. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Breaking his trunk allowed him to spit out instead of those little droplets of acid, he's poured it all out, and now it kills the little junk robots that are coming out of the chute. So as a kid, this wouldn't have scared me. The God Car Machine Oinari put the fear of God in me. Alright. Stop being down there so long, bro. Woo! Okay. So I definitely have to bait that, and I'm not doing a good job of it. Because I'm not taking him as seriously as I probably should. Again, he's not. He looks like a joke. But yeah, if you don't take him seriously, you're gonna get your butt kicked. No, no, no! Down here. Yeah, just gotta keep baiting him. Down. Yeah, just bait him and you're good. He's not that bad, but again, I use this weakness. If I was using just my Buster, I probably would have had a harder time. The main point is just baiting that little claw thing. He's bad to learn, absolutely. Because there's a lot going on, but once you figure it out, it's just very obvious. Tornado Fang! Return to game. I always forget to push the button because it doesn't make it obvious that you should probably push the button. So you know what I miss about X1? In X1, you got a little micro-bio button. Like, there was a button over there. You click the button, you highlight the boss. It'll tell you a little bit about them. That was nice. Unfortunately, we don't have that ever since. X1 had a lot of things that they didn't keep. And I don't know why. Like, the stages being affected by other stages should have been a staple of the X series. The whole series. But, I don't. I just have ideas. I'm a nobody. Alright. Now, I think... Do I want to play as Zero now, or is it later? I always forget. If I do it too early, I won't be able to get him. I think I remember Clamson saying it was in the second part of the stage that I need to switch. Hey, Grunt, I have a joke. What did Tengu Man say when he became a defense lawyer? Tornado hold! Yeah. Tornado hold it. You know what? Capcom runs Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright. And that game series is amazing. Wow, that guy's got armor. I don't remember that. Oh, right. The enemies here were weaker when we did this in the previous run. Because if you remember, the background on the stage was massacred. Because Angry Boy Vile was still around and he just ripped the whole place apart and ruined all these poor robots' lives. Yeah, they are. Kind of love that, honestly. It's like you get punished for being brutal, but also you don't. Oh my god, I'm getting... Alright, this is not fun. How do we do this? I forgot that he has iframes when his armor's coming off. By the way, in no power... By the way, in a no power run, question mark, those red armored gunner dude can two-touch you. Oh, you mean no armor. Okay, I got what you mean. No powers run. Yeah, Vile tore through that stage like crazy. He really did. Man, these guys... Yeah, you're right. They do hit hard. I have armor, and look at the amount of damage that they're doing. I'm afraid to go down. They still got hit. He really did. He was really angry. Pretty sure I should be as Vile right now. I'm not Vile. We're talking so much about Vile. Pretty sure I'm supposed to be Zero right now. Come on. Nope. Why nope? Oh, he can't even go into armor. Zero cannot ride the armor. No, it's not. Not bye-bye. Look, it's an easy fix. I'll show you how to fix it. I didn't even get very far. Bye-bye, Saber. It was nice knowing you. And just to be sure, I'm actually going to go to the next... Well, let's get that frog, because I know that this place is flooded still. Because Vile didn't drain the place by breaking it apart. It's an easy, easy fix tempo. Don't worry. Bro, get away. Right? The loop. Let's not talk about it. I can't believe they allowed... I can't believe they were okay with that. Rawr. Bro! Get good at jumping! You know what? I have no idea what I just hit that poor turtle with, but it deserved it, okay? Come on, Grant, surely you can do better than that. Yeah, I'm just gonna ride this up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to be as Zero and going through that door. Now switch to Zero? You guys are full of crap. I can't switch back to Zero. You can only call him once. You got him with P-Bomb. It made him slam into another turtle. Tortoise. Yup. So why would you say goodbye? Tempo, this is your fault. You misled me. What do you mean, bye-bye Saber? Not bye-bye Saber! Listen. I don't understand. Isn't that the door that you're supposed to go in as Zero? I would like to just exit save mode. Yes, please. Return to the game. If that's the door I'm supposed to go in with Zero, why did you tell me to switch out of Zero? I don't understand you, Tempo! I'm switching to Zero right now. Watch. Misleading Tempo over there. No! No, it doesn't force you to tag out. It's one of the things I was surprised about when I got to that door. He could just go right through the door. He doesn't actually switch out. Yeah. As long as I don't die, because I'm gonna die at this rate. Woo! I'm getting my butt kicked. Somebody needs to recover. Woo! Okay, we're not gonna survive this. I'm gonna need to, yeah, this is how you can see how much stronger X is. I got a better idea. I'm just gonna let X die. Actually, not even. Can I even just reset? I don't think I can. I don't think there's a straight up reset button. That's something that they should have implemented. I don't understand how they didn't implement that. Yeah, X is so much more stronger than Zero. Here, let's get X to get murdered though. I'll jump onto Zero after I get through these terrible machines. Let's make sure I can actually still switch to Zero. Nope, I can't. I cannot. Why? Zero hits harder, but it means exactly nothing in diddly. Goodness, you guys need to kill me harder. Thank you. One more death, guys. One more. This time we'll do it right. Watch me still not do it right. You guys hit so hard when I don't need you to. Hurt me more. There we go. Can we just? I just want to get back to the game, please and thank you. After water part, before the door, switch to Zero. Not listening to you, Colonel. I'm doing this my way. This is my show. Fuck. Ah! Screw you guys. Making me curse. Oh, he got his armor back from putting him off screen. How annoying. Ah, these guys are rough. You know what it is? Also, Zero not having the air dash is actually messing with me because I'm trying to air dash here and there and it's not working out. Oh, tempo. Never change. Okay. There's no more rough boys, so I'm going to switch to Zero and prove you all silly. I know, because there was a point in time where I played this game. When you're a kid, you make yourself have, like, silly challenges because you only have so many games to play. So you'll do things that like, there's no point to it. And one of those things was I had to play as Zero every chance I got. I had to play with him at least once a stage. So I actually found this little thing out. Hyper Armor's goated. It's easy to it's my easy next choice to Giga. So I found out this before anyone told me because I was a dumb kid doing silly things. Now comes the challenging part. How am I supposed to do that? I did this to myself. I'm just gonna eat it. Nope. I did this to myself. I did fall for the trap. Ah! Why is Doppler so evil? I got it! Jerk. And he goes through the door! Never listen to other people, Grencye. You're always right. Oh! I don't think that was supposed to happen. I think I was supposed to fight him. No, yeah, I was supposed to fight him, so we're gonna have to reset. My hands were off of the control. I was talking to you guys. All right? This is your fault for provoking me and stuff. Oh, goodness. This is because you guys provoked me, all right? This is your fault. I blame all of you. I blame every one of you navigators and operators. But you spotters, you guys are okay. Spotters never failed me. No, that was on me. Dark Master Tempo. Oh, God, I can't believe I fell for the trap. I let the thing kill me. I forgot. Been many, many moons. But I ended up being right in the end. You can go through the door with 0. All right? Now, I think I still have to do the first stage again. I hope not. Probably do, though. Don't prove a point again. Listen! I must always prove that I am right, alright? It's who I am. Yeah, I think we gotta do the first stage again. It's okay, it's a short stage, and we know how to take out the enemy. We're gonna run through it as fast as possible now. Now that I'm warmed up, I think I can do this. Let's go! Still got hit in the face, though. Ah, not fast enough. Wait till you're in front of door. Front of the mid-boss door, then switch to 0 in Doppler stage 2. F me, Gran, I'm sorry. This whole mess is my fault. Listen. Yes, it is. I hope you're ashamed. F, I never imagined they'd actually change that. They never changed it. That was in the SNES version. I never played the PlayStation version. That's always how it's been. No, don't be ashamed, dude. They did not change it. I will do it privately for you to prove a point. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna get the hyper chip again. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, Temple, you also don't need to be so hard on yourself. I'm literally just kidding. This is going to be a short episode anyway. We're not referring to the Maverick Hunter Field Guide because we did that for the previous run-through of Mega Man X3, and we're kind of it's just the Doppler stages. So actually, having this little bit of padding to elongate the episode isn't terrible, but we're not trying to get everybody bored, so I'm going to make it as fun as possible. Alright, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. It's cool, Tempo. You're being too hard on yourself. It's cool. It's just a game. We're all here to have fun. I'm not even going to bother with the kangaroo because I'm just going to lose him almost immediately anyway. Dad, your silly music. Your silly music. There's 2 bosses in stage 1. I only remember the 1. Why was all the data on the left? That was weird. Oh, right! I'm like, I fought a boss? Completely forgot about Rex 2000. I didn't even pay attention. I talked through him. I gave him no respect. Dr. Light's theme X6 always on piano. I don't think that that's bad. I don't remember having a terrible experience with the Dr. Light theme in X6. I have never been so taken aback by any Light theme other than this one. Whoa! I keep forgetting I have to bait that thing. Whoop! No, no! No, it's just not worth it. It's just not. You jerk. Bro, come on. Whoa, whoa. Come on. Just gonna put you out by not even breaking your trunk at this rate. Alright, I forgot the charge shot to just close up drill. Grrr, the junk got in the way. All the junk! Bro, stop your nonsense. Please, sir. Sir, just go to bed. Just let the Gren win. It is inevitable. I will win, I always do. And we're done. Alright, we're done with stage 1. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll make sure that we don't screw up again. See, I like that there's a doorway there after you beat the boss, because now you know that they're going through that to continue through the Doppler stage. Save successful. Alright, I can't mess with these robots with Zero because they are rough boys. Man, they're strong. They hit like tanks, too. Bro! Didn't even rip his shield off, his armor off like it did before. What? This isn't fair, you guys! Alright, listen. You can't be doing this junk. Alright, I'm good. How much health do these things have? Switch before door. He's got it now. I'm not switching before door. I'm switching when I want to switch. How about that? You guys can switch before the door. I will switch right after I kill this guy. Why? Because I like having a challenge. You guys can fight me. See? And there's nothing any of you can do to stop me. As long as I don't die, it's gonna be fine. Colonel! Just, you're gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, sweetheart. You're gonna live. Keep forgetting there's no air dash with Zero. No. Can't be going down that way. Screw you, turtles! Not falling for the same trick twice. Okay, this time, I'm ready for... Oh, God, he hurts so much. All right, let's not do that again. Boom, boom, wow. So now, if you had fought that boss as X, you would have just beat him and kept it going. Nothing special would have happened. But because you're allowed to fight this boss at Zero, which, by the way, whenever you got to a door like that, it would force you to tag out of Zero and go back to X. So that Zero doesn't end up fighting a major boss, and so that you don't lose Zero forever. Because if you die, you lose Zero forever. But another story reason why I think is because if you played as Zero, Zero doesn't hold back. So he probably would have taken out Bit, Bite, and Vile, like, right there without hesitation. And now the most busted X weapon ever. You got Z-Saber. But for some reason, They allowed Zero to go through this door so you could fight that silly mosquito robot. And when you defeat him, the mosquito robot falls on Zero and puts him out of the game. So after this, case in point, high max. So after this, I can no longer summon Zero. But that's fine because as you saw, he's useless now. X has far surpassed Zero in this game. And if you remember at the beginning of the game, he was a king, man. He dropped in, he saved X, he had a life bar like this, he could charge up to 3 levels. Now, X can do all that and more. And guess what? We're taking Zero's saber. What was that explosion? Zero, are you okay? Sorry, X. I failed. It seems my power generator is damaged. I'll try and make it back to Dr. Kane's lab for repairs. You can't tell what is waiting for you, X. You better take my beam saber with you. Crush them all, X. You're our last hope. X fulfilled what Zero said in X1. That's right, on the highway. X using Z-Saber makes him pretty OP. X using Z-Saber. Now this is the first time X gets to use Z-Saber. We got a charge level up to green. I don't even know how many levels this is. If only he could use the Genmu Zero. So now we have the first slash, second slash, and we can close it out with a Beam Saber! A Beam Saber wave. The Genmu almost. Now, unfortunately the Saber can't come out until after the whole charge shots are gone. It's basically Genmu Mini, correct, it's true. Level 5 charge. Thank you, CK, for clarifying. The Genmu X. So now we have one of the strongest abilities in the game. I don't like this guy. Now let's see how this handles with him without armor. One shot. One shot, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have to respect that guy anymore. Unfortunately, we have to respect him right now because he doesn't die in one hit when he has armor. Ah! He threw missiles! I mean, bombs. I don't know why I shot that other charge shot the other way, but yeah. This stream just got cut in half. Ah! Okay, we got him. Bazinga. Oh, that's nice. You don't have to have a full charge to get to the saber, I think. Now for the most tedious part of the entire game. I'll just... Do I heal if I'm charging? And standing still? I don't think so. I think I have to be doing nothing. Like literally not even charging. Bro! Heal! Heal! Oh, forget it. Heal, you cursed jerk! Heal! The 2-powered... Ah, coward! I wasn't about to lose my right! The time has come. X is fully... I am trying to read here, you cursed jerk! Oh, never mind. Ah! They're so rude! The positioning... Alright, this is painful. What was I saying? The time has come. X... Oh, I'm not allowed to read. X is fully powered up, and an overcharge of the Z-Saber is the final addition. Gren, it all falls to you. Take down Sigma again, and make sure you do right by Zero. You heal when you do nothing. You cut it close with that last snail. Smooth. Yeah, dang. I know what I'm doing. I'm good. Alright. I don't think I need to heal. Who am I fighting? This is supposed to be Vile Mark II. But we took out that boy. So no Vile Mark II. Who is it? Cut it closer than Metal Man. I'm gonna heal a little bit, because this is actually healing a lot faster than I remember. As a little kid, your patience is this thin. Volt Curdle. Sounds familiar. Is he part of the Squid family? I don't know. We'll find out when we get in there. My memory is old and faded. Alright, let's go. Charging! Who do we got here? Oh, right. This guy floods the place. He is a squid family. That's for Thorgal. Full heal too. Give him hell, Gren. Alright, now, so I just gotta... this is a really cool boss. Now, Vile Mark II in the Goliath was a horrifyingly, terrifyingly vicious battle. But this is also a really cool fight. Not to mention, I feel like they've enhanced and built upon this boss in later not later, in a Zero game later on. And he is part of the Squid family, if I'm not mistaken. So this is really cool. Very cool. But I have no idea how to handle it. But I think it doesn't matter because that takes half his life. What a painful attack. Goodbye, buddy. The Z-Saber is insanely powerful. This is gonna change the game. Like, Sigma was a rough customer before. Let's see how he is this time. Like I said, X with Z-Saber is OP. In X3, he also... We'll see X with another Z-Saber later on. We'll get there eventually. Save successful. Return to game. Alright. Now that fiasco is done... Yeah, in X6. Now that fiasco is done, we can continue on with our mission. I didn't expect to have to do a little song and dance that I just did, and I enjoyed having to prove myself. Again, Tempo, your interaction was fun and nothing for you to feel bad about. Thank you very much for combating me. It's always a pleasure to have the crowd interact with me. It affects the game, it affects the stream, and it gives a different experience. Now, I don't hate this song. I don't remember what the original song sounded something like this, but this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Well, I'm driving it home, Tempo, not just for you, but just in the case that anybody else ever feels the same way. Yeah, this was pretty dope. Whoop. Alright, well, I just missed everything and everyone. Bye, guys. See, like, the instrumentation of all the other songs felt kind of too party-ish, too fanfare-ish. Wow, I got a one-up by blowing this up with Zero Saber. I've still yet to hear a piece of music that can beat the Weapon Stockpile. I don't remember which song is Weapon Stockpile. Is that Gravity Beetle? No. Weapon Stockpile is the bee, the Hornet. I forgot. Blast Hornet. Oh, Grizzly Slash. Cut down all bosses with Z-Saber. I mean, if that's the challenge that is being presented to me, then so be it, CK! Except I have to charge up now, because they take my charge away when I get through the teleport. I've been tasked! Alright, buddy. Eat it! Whoa! Ha, 2 slashes. You know what? Am I allowed to share lonks? I have a treat for binary slash. As long as they are SFW. So you always get a 1-up when you rip it with the blade. This area is obnoxiously broken. Safe for work. Meaning PG-13. It's a remix. And absolutely, go right ahead. I am always about supporting fans and their creations, because we got some amazing fan-made stuff in the Mega Man community. Hey, you're a jerk! You are a massive jerk! Arrgh, get off me! For some reason, I thought that the bees like homed in on me after that. He didn't even get to go into his homing in mode. Jeez. Okay, I'll bite. Colonel Shadow meaning not your iris fan art correct. So yep, if that's a safe for work link according to Tempo. Anybody that wants to see what he's talking about, go right ahead and enjoy that link. There's some really good music that some people make for the Mega Man community. And I'll be one of us. Totally loving it. So the challenge was to beat them with the Z Saber only, right? So I'm just gonna run that. This is kind of like an easy mode challenge. Oh heaven! You're a jerk. I mean, it does take a lot of wind up before you can get to it, so I guess that makes it kind of fair. As opposed to the Hadouken, which you can instantly pop out. But the Hadouken required that you had full health, so that was also a drawback, which I like that kind of balance. It's kind of good. Not even 10 seconds in and already it's better than the original. Wait till around the middle. I want to listen to this now. I'm gonna end up watching it after the stream. Making me jealous. I have a job to do over here. I have Mavericks to put down. I have an uprising to quell. You guys get to just chill over there and listen to music. My partner just got beat down. You guys just chilling out. It's okay. Man, oh man. I'm turning these guys into mincemeat. So I don't know if you guys noticed, when you swing with the Z-Saber, if you hit him with the actual sword, it does a little kind of wave thing inside of them. So the beam blade, the actual wave, doesn't come out, but it's like, I believe it does more damage because I'm hitting them directly. Some of you are straight up the man, or rather, Fennec. One-ups did I get? 7. Cool. 0's out of commission. My partner's down! Who's the artist, Tempo? Lenny Letterman. I never heard of that one. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm a big fan of Metal Tool and Stone McKnuckle. They have some crazy remixes. I will check that out after the stream. We have taken down these Mavericks like they are paper. Zero's saber is obscenely strong in this game. And yet, I don't think his saber was that— oh my god, please stop hurting me! Sir! And yet, I don't think his saber was that strong when he was actually wielding it, which is confusing. See, you see the little wave ripple around the boss when you hit him with the sword directly? That's interesting. Oh wait. Ah! I cheated a little bit. I'm sorry. Do the best, Tempo. How many bosses do we have? I think it's 2 more. How many one-ups do we have? We have one space for one more one-up. Oh no! I may have lost the one-up because I'm a fool, man. Ah, I fell. Oh well, I guess I'll live. Ah, yes. The dangerous neon tiger. No, no, no. Get down here, buddy. He blocked the saber! He blocked the saber! Alright, bro. He's messing my day up. I'm not having a good time, buddy. You're ruining my flow. Ah, took the hit, but it's fine. He took a bigger hit. Oof. That's true. Now, because of that, it makes sense that he blocked the saber since it is a melee weapon. Because of that, I literally just saw like a battle in my head. That one sentence like made a whole thing flash in my head. That's kind of awesome. Maybe we should take a little bit of time to just get a little bit of health. Get X a little bit out of that critical. You are in dire need of heal, Gran. Listen, binary slash. Oh, did I send you on here too? There you go. That's all the heal I need. Alright? That's all the heal I need. I need X to stop panting. That's it. Watch me regret that. I'm sorry! Alright, he is being a hoppity-hopple-log jerk. Put him down! Alright, so I don't know how to make this thing give me health. I think the amount of damage you put into it... Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's gone. I'm already aware of your skills, which tend to vary dependent on the game you play, but no amount of skills can deny your character taking too many hits. Listen, sir. I can take as many hits as I like, alright? I do what I want. Woo, hell. According to X, no you can't. Ah, it's Doppler time. So, I also gave myself a Z-Saber only challenge when I was a kid. And again, I didn't really understand how his gimmick worked. So I just kept on slapping the heal thing with the Z-Saber. And he just went straight back to full health, if I remember right. What I mean is, all characters have a health bar. And even with your skills, it's an inevitability that it will run out at some point. Listen. Not with the power of determination. Now, what kind of voice did I give Doppler again? I've been waiting. There it is. I've been waiting for you, X. I'm Dr. Doppler. Yeah, I know who you are, bro. I've been watching your battles closely. Your victories over my men have been most impressive. I need superior Reploids like yourself, X. I offer you the chance to join us. Together, we shall build a utopia where the Reploids rule under the watchful eyes of Sigma. Our lord and master. Alright, I never like having a lord or a master. I am my own master. Fight me. Wily's pathetic planning fills you with determination. No way, Doc. Your schemes end here and now. I don't know why I punched the table. I'm sorry I got into it. Perhaps you are not as smart as I once thought. X's new objective, defeat Dr. Doppler. Do they know that X is an android? Nobody knows what X is. Everybody thinks X is an actual Reploid. He cannot be a replication of himself, for he is the original. But nobody knows that, alright? Because that's top secret. That's top secret. CK. So much so, we're going to see the ramifications of what happens when you try to cross that top secret line in X6. I believe it's X6 that we see that. Yeah, it's X6. Prepare to be ripped apart and to be born again as part of the new body of Sigma! And technically X got it. Okay, I thought I had the saber ready to rip. Bring it, you silly old man looking robot. Why would you choose to look like an old man if you're a Reploid? Like, why? I mean, I guess it makes sense if you want people to take you seriously. I guess as a scientist, yeah, you're gonna make yourself look old. Because, like, yeah, I look old. I must know what I'm talking about. But man, you're a Reploid. Oh, see, so I didn't hit him directly with the saber. The wave hit him, and then it did extra damage as the wave went around him. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, this weapon is extremely broken. Yes, I'm very much aware he is not canon. Listen. He might have become canon if we got the Maverick Hunter X2. I'm so sad about this. You are strong, X. Strong enough to defeat Sigma. Doppler, can you talk? Sigma's true form is that of a computer virus. He's canon in Dive. But Dive is not canon, so what does that mean? I was corrupted by him and I created a horrific new body for him. Where's the body now? It's in the underground hangar of this lab. I don't think Sigma has occupied it yet. Don't worry about me. Destroy the body before it's too late. Time is running out. Thanks, Doc. Grant, let's be honest here. If Capcom gave even the slightest flip about Mega Man, it wouldn't have taken so long to make 11. We know this. It hurts me so much how they don't care about Mega Man. And honestly, Mega Man fell out of the spotlight not because people didn't like Mega Man, but because they handled Mega Man pathetically. And we will see exactly where they made a misstep as we go through the X series. So, yeah, you're right, I hate it, but you're right. In the classic series, my personal opinion is that they made a misstep with Mega Man 10. Mega Man 9, it was cute that they went back to 8-bit. It brought a lot of love back to it. It brought a lot of attention back to it. People gave it good acclaim, but it was just nostalgia. And new fans didn't care about Mega Man 9. Then they did it again with Mega Man 10. And nostalgia doesn't play twice, alright, bro? Yes, a lot of people like Mega Man 10. Yes, Mega Man 10 was a great game, I admit it. But it was 8-bit. And you're not going to get new fans with 8-bit. Oh, but people like, what is that game? Minecraft, and it looks like poo-poo. Yeah, but Minecraft is a completely different game. You're comparing a game where you're doing an action repeatedly to a platforming game that is a quick in and out, have a fun, high-intensity game. Different energies. Can't compare. And you're not going to get new fans into this difficult game, because a lot of people consider Mega Man difficult, when, one, you have the difficulty cap all the way up here, and two, it looks like my grandma's game. They handled the Mega Man series poorly. They absolutely did. And then with X7, we'll talk about X7 when we get to X7. X7 was a misstep, and then they ran away from it, and that was a mistake. But we're not here for X7, we're here for X3. Let's finish the fight. Put Sigma down once again. And I love that there's multiple Sigma bodies in the background. One of the things I love about the X3 game, both the Super Nintendo version and the PlayStation version, is that they put a lot of care and attention to the background. Wow, there's a lot of stuff being said. I'm going to have to open up the console to read this. And to anyone that points to Shovel Knight or similar, 8-bit was not a limitation, it was a style choice. Correct. The intense dislike I harbor towards Capcom still reigns with my heart and soul to this day. Despite their best efforts, they once again heavily massacred the Blue Bomber and his legacy. I still say 10 is incredible, but what they've done recently has been next to impossible to justify, thus making me incredibly infuriated. It also doesn't have 3 decades to age its aesthetic. Correct. Alright, Shovel Knight was a completely different thing. It also doesn't look as old. Like, even though Shovel Knight, was Shovel Knight even 8-bit or was that 16-bit? Whatever. You play Shovel Knight, it has a lot of detail in the background, in the foreground, in the character design. even though it's 8-bit or old school looking. But Mega Man 10 just looks like a cleaner version of the original Mega Man incarnation, so it still looks really old. He doesn't look cool, all right? Who's gonna want to touch that? A young kid's not gonna want that. They got cooler looking games with cooler looking experiences than what Mega Man 10 had to offer. And that's not to discount Mega Man 10 being a good game, because yes, again, it is. But it was a bad choice to go for nostalgia twice in a row. How could Capcom cripple Mega Man so harshly to the point where he's now become a glorified gotcha machine? Why, Capcom, you heartless hooligans? Dude, I didn't even get 9 and 10. Think about that. Think about that. Alright, anyway, let's get back to finishing the fight. We're going to put down Sigma. Ow. Or I'm just going to get punched in the face with a missile. Whatever. Ah, jerk. Down. I would think about that were I not aware of the second Legacy Collection. But did he even get the Legacy Collection? We don't know. Now, some people criticize the fact that they broke the Legacy Collection up into 2 parts. I actually understand why. It makes the purchase point, like, smaller, 1. And 2, some people just really didn't like the second half of Mega Man games. A lot of people just prefer their silly little 8-bit boy, and that's it. And the same can be said for the X series. I did, actually. Oh, well, then you just disproved my point. Fight me.
We meet again, X!
I got better at his voice.
It was easy to corrupt that fool, Doppler. And I would have succeeded.
And I would have got away with it, too, if it wasn't for you meddling Maverick Hunters. Why would they choose that line? And speaking of the Legacy Collection, why did they forgo Power Battles and Power Fighters? Why did they forgo Power Battles and Power Fighters? I agree! And also, why is there no Extreme and Extreme 2? And there's so many things that are missing from these collections. Like, that doesn't make any sense. They're not the food. In the Legacy, in the Mega Man X collection, by the way, you get to have Battle and Chase, which is the race game for the classic series. Doesn't make sense for it to be in here, but I'm happy it's there. In the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, which we started Mega Mondays on, we had Power Fighters and Power Battles in that collection. That's a better collection, all right? There should have been, the Mega Man Legacy Collection should have had all the NES games, all the classic games, including the Game Boy games, because Mega Man 4 for the Game Boy was fantastic. I enjoyed that episode. I enjoyed playing that game. Oh my god. I don't understand the absence of Extreme at all. Dude, there's so many missed opportunities. I don't know what they're doing over there. They're just failing, all right? They're just failing. They're just failing. All right. I'm out of it. Back to laughing at Sigma's choice of classic bad guy line.
And I would have succeeded if you hadn't interfered.
A fan should do us all a favor and make what I call the Mega Man Hyperversary Collection, which is literally every classic game. No! A fan shouldn't have to do that. No! That should be given to us legally and make it, like, easily accessible. That's it. That's it. That's it. I mean, how much money would it cost to throw it on there? This costs basically nothing, I think. Just and honestly, I love those collections because they put a lot of love into the menus. They put more love in the anniversary for the classic. But still, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I want. Power Battles and Power Fighters were originally arcade games. Dude, I literally can shut down your entire argument with one game. Go ahead. I'm still laughing at Sigma.
But we are always destined to meet, aren't we, X? Let the eternal struggle begin!
Sonic Mania. What about it? Oh, yeah, a fan made it, but it was sanctioned by... It wasn't... Okay, it wasn't fan-made, because a fan was a developer. He was a developer that was a fan. He was hired by Sega, and he was given a set of rules. That's why we have some stages that were repeat stages that they insisted, like Chemical Plant, as opposed to just being a full set of brand new stages, which would have been better. That's the thing, dude. It was still fan-made primarily. Is it fan-made if it's done by the studio and stuff like that? It's not really fan-made. It's almost fan-made. In fact, get this. Only the DLC was officially made by Sega. Hmm. I mean, I recall it started as a fan game and Sega found it, said, no, that's it, that's lit, then endorsed it. Endorses with an S. But anyway, um, that, I don't think that's how that happened, but I'd have to look into it. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Either way, it was officially sanctioned. Uh, your face is. It was officially sanctioned, which makes a difference. And they worked with S ranked. Thank you. Kelder's the best. Let's just focus on defeating Sigma. Yeah, let's get back to that. But real quick before I close that out, uh, it was officially sanctioned by Sega, which made it more official. All right, it wasn't just fan made. They worked with the studio that did that game, and that studio was an official game studio as well. Anyway, that's a different argument. We'll get back to taking out Sigma and close out the Mega Man X3 episode. We've got a virus to defeat, and also, isn't that foreshadowing? Right. Yeah, the eternal struggle, right? Still, let's go. Let's see how the saber works against Sigma. I forgot how this fight works. Okay, his shield definitely blocks it. Alright, I remember now. I have to do this. Ow, or not. He still takes half health. How did I do this without taking a hit? I don't even remember. Oh, right! I have 2 up dashes. I forgot! Forgot all about that. That's part of the hyper armor. Show me next to. This is more or less a reminder. Alright, so he still hits like a tank. I think I took 3 hits, and look at my health bar. That's with the hyper armor. Imagine if I had no armor.
Well done, X. But I'm far stronger than my previous forms.
Sonic Saturdays? I thought of doing Sonic Sundays. We'll see about that.
Behold the power of the ultimate battle body!
The problem is, doing just Mega Mondays is a lot more demanding than I ever imagined. I thought the stream would be really easy, and I just jump in and put on a shirt and tie and get to it. But there's a lot of research, there's a lot of care in putting the thing together the right way, and believe it or not, making my beautiful mug look as beautiful as it does takes a couple of hours. Because I come straight from home after work, after throwing myself into an amazing nightmare of work. Gonna air fry my dinner after this. Dang right, CK, enjoy that dinner. Let's put down Sigma! Then I should think after Mega Mondays comes to an end, we can swap to Sonic Sundays. We'll see, because I don't know if I want to do Sonic next. I think I want to do Castlevania. I can shoot him from the back? I had no idea! He still takes a megaton amount of damage from the saber. Oh, I ripped that by accident. Man, you hit hard! Go down. I like that his laser blows up his mines as well. Ow! I don't like that I missed! Whoa! I also don't like that that missile took so much damage that it killed me. I didn't think I could die from one hit like that. You might say the damage we deal him is mega ha 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 ha. Now I feel bad that I died, but with the Z-Saber it makes the fight kind of laughable. So we'll make up for that real quick. We've been talking a lot during the fight. We haven't been doing as much fighting as we should be doing. So let's close that out. The heck was that missile made of, right? And a reminder, I'm wearing the hyper armor. So I lost a ton of damage from that missile. I'm not reading your lines again, as funny as they are. He's like such a classic bad guy, such a cliche bad guy, and I kind of love it, gonna be honest. Ah. What? Bro! Did he hit me? Or did I come in there with that thing? I don't even remember. The 90s were kinds of saying, but Father Time sure wasn't. This is true. In the 90s, that would have been like, oh, that's a cool line. Now we could just laugh at it because it's so cliche. But I'm gonna be honest, Sigma didn't stay cliche. Like, he still stayed a little cliche, but he got a little bit more like darker as time went on too. And I think he evolved with time pretty well. You did get a little damage before you entered. Thank you, Killer. I have terrible memory. I have no idea what's happening. I'm just here for the ride. I thought I could hit him in the back of the head with the saber. I failed. I'm not gonna fail twice. So he's a bigger target, so you can see the wave more visibly. Gotcha. 2 slashes even for Kaiser Sigma. What is this sword made of? Dude basically genocided Earth by dropping a colony on it. Dude was nearly a single-handed global extinction event. You're not done! I know. And as a kid, I'm pretty sure I died here, and I was very upset.
No! It can't be! Ugh! I can't even defeat you with this magnificent body! There seems to be only one choice now. I'll possess you!
No, bad Sigma. I remember. Stay on the right. Well, you can't do anything about that. Ah, I tried to wave splash him and you fall off the wall. Let's not do that. You can't hit him anyway. Oh boy. Woo! Go away, Sigma. Bad Sigma. Don't touch me. Whoa. Magnificent body. Ha! I mean, he had the right idea. Go for X. He's like a super amazing robot right now. Damn! It's a dead end! Sigma didn't understand just how dangerous it was until after this fight. After this, he knew X and Zero were issues he couldn't overcome. He started taking them a lot more seriously after this, it's true. Even Wonder Swan base hits harder than Sigma. No, he doesn't. Oh, very, very not true. Thus, X5's whole scheme.
Give up, X! I'll possess your body and rule the whole world!
That's a reference to Mega Man in Base 2. I kind of hate that the charge shot doesn't get stopped during this.
Your Doppler! How did you obtain this? How do you feel now, Sigma? Did you like my special vaccine for the Sigma virus? X, I'm sorry to have given you so much trouble. I know I can never really atone for what I've done. But I will try to set things right by taking Sigma with me! My program is fading. X, it's time to say goodbye.
So now this is a different turn of events as well from the previous version of events that we dealt with in the SNES run-through. In the SNES run-through, Zero came in with the vaccine in his saber and popped Sigma, which means that Doppler got to live because Doppler survived, made the vaccine, put it in the saber, and popped it out like that. Now, I do believe that that is not the canon story. I believe Doppler's down. I think the canon story is this one. Doppler's down. There is no vaccine. Because if it were the other way around, there would be a legitimate vaccine for the Maverick virus, and we would have it because Zero had it in his sword, and Doppler would still be alive to do it. X has crushed Sigma's plan once again, but many questions still occupy his mind. Why must humans fight against Reploids? Thank you, CK. And why must Reploids fight against each other? As X stares at the burning remnants of Dr. Doppler's lab, his body trembles from unknown sorrow. What does fate have in store for me? He wonders. X4 is not next tempo. He doesn't even pay attention to me, guys. He can only hope that someday Dr. Light's plan for him will finally be revealed. Next is Mega Man Extreme 2! Correct. Unknown to X, his destiny has already been decided. To save mankind, he must destroy Zero. See, now this comes out of nowhere. Like, there's no build-up to why he must destroy Zero. They just, alright, you gotta kill Zero. But only time will tell when and why. Zero Saber is literally a lightsaber. No, really? I'm too late. No, dual wield it. Oh, wow, there's cutscenes here. Dual wielded live. I don't think I've seen you before, but thanks for coming through. And if I have seen you before, I'm sorry I've forgotten you. Sweet. See? You have to. Colonel's just never gonna let it go. You have to kill Zero for humanity. They said it right there. Yes, they said it right there, but is it the right thing to do? It's what Destiny wants, but we can fight against Destiny. I don't remember any of these cutscenes in the actual game. And I'm loving them. For once, Colonel's paranoia is correct. Oh, it's at the end of the game. That's why. He's on the cliff. He slipped off. Zero caught him. Yeah, I've been here once during Mega Man 5 on the Game Boy, so I forgive you for forgetting. And well, thank you for coming back. Dual Wielded Live, I think is what the name was. Yeah, Dual Wielded Live. Sorry about that. And yes, unfortunately, you missed the episode because this is a shorter than usual episode, and I apologize for that. I'm doing only a 1 hour episode today because 2 episodes ago I did a 3-hour episode. So there you go. But never fear, because next week we're going to be doing Mega Man Extreme 2. So we're going to have a good time with that one. That one is loved by everyone that's played it, and I remember it being very good. Now humanity's time is over. Now is the age of the machine. Okay, Sigma. I mean Tempo. These cutscenes are great. So now they're showing the cutscenes for the bosses. Sigmo. And I gotta say, I love the art. I really do wish that we could do X3 with the SNES overall, but with the animated cutscenes in there. Because I wasn't really a fan of most of the sounds for the PlayStation. Like this end song, sounds like a Mega Man ending song, for sure, I agree. But I think that the original one, the SNES, was much better. So, let's go over things quickly. X3 introduced a lot of great things in the X series that I wish they never let go of. But, at least one of those things they did build on. And that thing being the armor system. So in every X game up to this point, you had a set of armor that you could build. But in X3, they introduced the Hyperchip. And you could choose one piece of armor that you could enhance past its original limit. So like a super limit. Now, if you chose the headpiece Hyperchip, for example, you'd run around with a gold helmet. But you could also go to one of the other Hyperchip capsules and switch it out if you weren't happy with it. Unfortunately, if you were to grab any one of them, you'd miss out on the full Hyper armor. One of these days, I'll be looking forward to seeing you jump into Day in the Limelight, Ren. I get you don't do most fan games, but this one will be worth it. I am focusing mostly on official games, but at the end of all this stuff, I might jump into fan games. We'll see. We'll see. I am not opposed to it, but I prefer not to get into that yet. So, going back to the armor system, later on, you're going to see that we have multiple armor sets to get, and in the last incarnation of Mega Man X, you can mix and match armor pieces, which I think was amazing, and they should have had that earlier on. Oh well. So that they expanded on, and I appreciate that. But the ride armors, I loved looking for the different ride armors. I loved writing the different ride armors and seeing how they worked out, and I'm sad that we never see that again after X3. The partner system. They do some interesting things in different games. But the simplest option that they went with was giving you just a character selection screen at the beginning of the game in X4. But I like the idea of being able to tag out and having a team attack, and that's cool. Of course, the one you definitely can't forget is 8-Bit Deathmatch because it's incredible, including the final boss, which I won't spoil. I really need to play that. So, I honestly think it was worth playing Mega Man X3 on the PlayStation, even though we played Mega Man X on the SNES, mostly because of the FMVs that we got to enjoy. There's some beautiful art here. And to hear what the new soundtracks were, yes, most of them weren't great, but it was worth listening to. And the gameplay path having 2 different routes gave us a good excuse to go through the game again anyway. So, overall, Mega Man X3, all-time one of my favorite Mega Man X games. Not my #1 favorite, but I love it to death. And again, as a kid, when I was playing the game and Zero popped in to save X and you get to control Zero, that was a mind-blowing experience. It was awesome, and honestly, it's really cool that you could see X become stronger than Zero as you play the game. Sheesh. But for today, we lay down our weapons, albeit metaphorically, and bid Mega Man X3 farewell. Binary Slash, you in one of the Discords? I feel like we would have met somewhere. He is unfortunately not in any of the Discord channels that you and I are both part of, Tempo. So, there you go. He refused to play Mega Man X Dive. I think that's a mistake. X Dive, for sure, isn't the best game, and it is a little sloppy here and there, but it was definitely a lot of fun. You got to see a lot of reimaginations for some of the bosses and characters that we get to know and love throughout the Mega Man series. And as I have made no secret, at the end of Mega Mondays, I am likely to play, like, after I've done every single series and stuff, I'm likely to show off Mega Man X Dive offline, because it had a lot of good stuff going for it. They just needed to polish it a lot more, which they did not do. Alright, that being said, Mega Mondays is done for this Monday. And we're gonna come back here next Monday, again, as it's been said in the chat. I've got no issue with X Dive except for the gacha problem. Well, then you can play Mega Man X Dive offline. No gacha there. I mean, it's offline gacha, so it's not really gacha. And also, there are mods. Seriously, how the heck many rerolls will it take to get base.exe? So in offline, it's more of like you unlock the ability to purchase these characters, but you can also just get a mod that lets them all be purchasable instantly. X Dive equals scam. It depends on your self-control. What up, Kevin? By the way, you're coming here at the end of the episode, but I appreciate you coming through anyway. Another returning navigator. That's the one you want. Shall we raid out Grencye? We can raid out if you've got somebody that you'd like me to send my wonderful navigators to. I'm happy to send them that way as long as they are a good person. No Mavericks, sir. No Mavericks. So, Grand base.exe is getting a Koto model. Oh, yeah? Well, I really need to get my model game up. I don't really have any models, sadly. I have a Gelgog, or Gelgoog, I don't really know how to pronounce it. But that's about it. But models are expensive, bro. I don't got the money for that stuff right now. But if you'd like to help the channel, now, anything that goes to the channel will be for equipment for the channel. I won't buy myself models. I've got the perfect person locked on. Saboni74, don't worry, I'm collecting for you. Enjoy, Kelnar! He's a Reploid through and through. Nice. Now, I forgot, what's the command to do a raid? Is it /raid and then that name? Is it with an exclamation point or without an exclamation point? I'm learning, guys. I'm learning live with all of you. In any case, thank you guys so much again for coming and joining me for another Mega Mondays. We took that mission down. We took down Mega Man X3. We put Sigma down once again. That virus man. It's a slash command. Yeah, is it like, is it like that? I did it the one time and I forgot. Okay, cool. So I'll raid you guys out that way if you guys want to watch what Saboni's got going on. Why don't you tell us what he's playing right now so people know what they're getting into. In any case, we close out Mega Man X3 for good this time. We saw all the paths. We got to see everything it had to offer in both of its incarnations. And next week, we're going to be continuing the fights in 21XX in Mega Man Extreme 2. And I believe that is called the Erasure Incident. So we'll see what that's all about next week. It's currently jumping back into Mega Man 3, so from the future to the past. Very cool. So if you guys want some more Mega Man action, Saboni74 is running on Mega Man 3, and Mega Man 3 was one of the better Mega Man classic games if I remember correct. I just remember it being very difficult. So you guys have fun with that. We're going to close out Mega Mondays for the night, and I'll see you guys next week, 7 p.m. EST. If you're watching this a week later on YouTube, just make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I love hearing what you guys have to say. If you feel like you have to hit that dislike button because there was something you didn't like, go ahead, hit that dislike button. But be better than that, and tell me what you didn't like. I'll try to do better myself. Alright guys, have a great day, enjoy yourself. I'll see you next week on Mega Mondays. Rock on!